Thanks for joining this short presentation of the TimeLinx web calendar for Sage CRM. What we're looking at now is the Gantt chart used in TimeLinx. The Gantt chart is for assigning work to users before any specific date is known. Once I want to get to a specific date and have someone go out to a particular job site or do particular work, I want to choose the web calendar to do that. The web calendar shows me the availability and the consumed time of every user based on a set of filters across the top. So right now I have no filters selected, but I have a filter for team, I have a filter for departments, I have a filter for skill sets, and all of these filters can be used together in combination with each other. In addition, I have a filter for who reports to me, who reports directly to me, people working on my particular projects, or the current project that I have selected in TimeLinx. So what I see below is a list of the users that meet the filters across the top, and I can scroll through additional users and see everyone's consumed hours. So Peter Johnson has already got 10 hours booked for that particular date, and you can see the legend across the top that match the colors for those particular hours. Down below, I can see a particular week showing in this view, and I can see all of those scheduled items for the users with colors that match their color along the left edge of the top panel. The particular week I'm looking at can be changed simply by clicking any of those dates across the top. So to switch to the next week, simply click 16 to 20, any of those dates, and the lower panel has just switched to those dates. Moving times around is a matter of dragging and dropping, as well as changing the length of any particular item. I can drill into that item as well by editing the item, and I could reassign to a different user or to a different date as needed. This is showing me the week view. I also have a day view and a month view. And I can easily still drag items around to different dates within the month, and I can change months or years as needed to any other time. If I've moved off to a different date, I can get back to today just by clicking on today. The primary purpose of the web calendar is to be able to schedule work. So the first thing I might want to do is to select a team that the user might be on, or a department, or skills. By the way, all of these drop-down lists are user configurable. They are not hard-coded. So let's say I want to find someone who's got project management and training skills. I can select both of those items, click off the list, and the user base is now shortened. At this point, I know exactly who's got both of those skill sets and exactly where their available hours might be. So I can now go over to a list of customers, and this can be filtered based on different parameters, or I could pick a list of projects without going through the customers first. But perhaps I want to filter by customer. I can pick my customer, and now my projects are filtered by that customer. I'll pick the project that we saw the Gantt chart for, and all of the tasks that were shown on that Gantt chart are now listed here. And I can simply drag the particular item and drop it on the 11th. And simply say OK. Now from my list of users, I can choose one of those users, and these are filtered to be the exact same users that are up in the colored panel up here. So I can schedule this for Peter on the 11th because I know he's available for 8 hours. And I could assign him to see a particular individual at that company, put in a subject line, and some notes. When I say OK, that item gets added to the calendar for Peter. And again, if it's wrong, I can simply drag it to another time or extend it as needed. Part of TimeLinx includes an alerts system that will let me send an automated alert out to that user that tells them that they have been assigned to work on that project, on the particular task, on that particular date. and do that automatically. By the way, this allows side-by-side scheduling, so I'm not prevented from putting one on top of the other. TimeLinx will automatically separate them as needed. And of course, in a day view for the 13th, I can see those side by side. Any questions, please let us know. Hopefully, you've enjoyed looking at the TimeLinx web calendar. Thanks.